Celebrating Indigenous Food is bringing tribal nations, native food entrepreneurs, chefs, cultural leaders, and advocates together. It's an event that you will want to go hungry to, as native food will be the centerpiece of the event. Holly Menino has the details.
It's being billed as a one-of-a-kind food event celebrating Indigenous food by bringing together the community. It is the first native grown and gathered food expo happening in the Puget Sound area. Joining me now is the CEO of Tahoma Peak Solutions, Valerie Segrest, and a fisherman with the Muckleshoot Tribe, Louie Ungaro. Thank you both so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Happy to have
so
you
excited.
both. Well, we've actually worked together a little bit. We've done a story together on the Muckleshoot when I was doing stories on Food Lifeline. So it's great to see you guys and have you both in studio. Val, tell me a little bit, why is this food expo something you wanted to do?
I am a nutritionist who loves food, and specifically our first foods of this country. And I have so many great colleagues and allies and wonderful Native people who are doing great work out there in the world, strengthening food sovereignty, uplifting nutrition, the ancestral table, things that fed us for a very long time. That I felt so excited to bring these groups of people together and have one major celebration that really uplifts and shows the world how strong this movement is, how delicious it is, the depths of the stories of every food that is going to be discussed and talked about at this expo is it's going to be amazing. And so I'm just excited to share, especially here on the, at the Seattle waterfront, which is the center of where Muckleshoot tradition is. I just wanted to bring that space, bring those folks into this space and celebrate it, really, and show the strength of our movement.
What can people find there and when they attend? What will they find there? What will they be able to taste and smell?
We will have 50 native food vendors there who are going to be showcasing what they do. We'll have Muckleshoot seafood products. We have a Coast Salish seafoods there. We have farms. We have ranches. There are botanical products. Beautiful restaurants, local chefs that we know. Chef Jason Vickers is going to have a table. Jeremy Thunderbird from Native Soul Cuisine. Olivia Ford from Live for Flavor. Nacho Mama's Fry Bread is going to be there. And of course, the Off the Res food truck is going to be there. So we're excited to just lift up even our local producers. And then there are folks that are coming in to visit us, Chef Sean Sherman, Chef Stephanie Piet, and Crystal Wapepa from Wapepa's Kitchen out of Oakland, California. So lots of folks traveling from near and far who make delicious food, and we'll be there offering tastings and ask an author session to talk about their cookbooks. There's so much going on. We're just literally, we're trying to activate everybody's senses in all the ways.
Yeah, go with an appetite for sure.
Right.
All right, Louie, you're going to be there, and you'll be representing Muckleshoot seafood products while you're there as one of the vendors. Tell me why this is something you want to get involved with. Why is this something that's important?
Well, it's important for the opportunity for the exposure of getting our products and our seafoods and telling our story. It's very important to bring it to the waterfront for us. And like Valerie was saying, I grew up out here being a commercial fisherman with my folks and with our sister tribes. And the meaning behind that, and as well, not just with the meaning behind it and what it represents, it's just that social fabric that we bring one another back together again to showcase what we do in our livelihoods and the importance of that, but as well as exposing our first foods and giving them recognition and lifting them up for folks to really understand and comprehend the ecosystems and all of those things, not just from the plants and medicines, fish, waterways, shellfish, all of those types of things, but as well as the businesses and the different varieties of tribal resources that other tribes have, and like we have resources that other tribes don't have, and other tribes have resources that we don't have, and to bring those together is a wonderful thing to do. And especially us as Coast Salish people, like if you come to my house, you're going to get a cup of coffee and food. And I don't know, maybe it'll be, maybe it'll be nettle tea, maybe it'll be coffee, I'm not sure, but you're definitely going to get fed. We break bread and we come together and we discuss things, and it's just a beautiful thing,
And I know at really the center of Muckleshoot, especially Muckleshoot seafood products, is the salmon.
Yes.
Because that's how I was first introduced to both of you when I was doing stories with Food Lifeline, and we featured the salmon and
Yes.
the importance of that in your culture. During the expo, will you be showing off some of your salmon or other products?
Absolutely. Yes, we will. Hopefully we'll be fishing. So you might just be able to walk out the dock and see Muckleshoot Tribal fishers right outside of the dock there at Pier 66. I know that you'll see some of our boats. I know that my son and I moor our boat down there. So there will be people and there will be active fishing going on. So the rivers and the bay. So
See it in action.
Yes.
Right?
What do you hope people take away from this, Valerie?
I just hope that they see the strength of our movement and that, our food system, the one that feeds most of America, really does need some strengthening, and the innovation really lies in our native food systems and our native food producers who are thinking of all the things. It's not just about, increasing revenue. It's about how we show up in the world, the pride in our product, how we feed the next generation, thinking about climate resilience in their practices, all of the things that we do to really uplift regenerative agriculture and aquaculture and food systems, that will all be on display and demonstrated. When people make, back to that Food Lifeline story, when we're sitting on some abundance of harvest, we want to feed the most vulnerable populations first, and seeing that support there. Our sponsorships that have come through to support this have been really exciting. The tribes showed up first. We've got Muckleshoot, Suquamish, Tulalip, Snoqualmie. They're all sponsors. The city of Seattle has stepped up to sponsor this event as well. PCC Markets, I'm really excited about their presence and really supporting us to help nurture a retail, merchandise to retail situation for our food producers. And oh my gosh, who else? The Clipper, the FRS Clipper, has actually been really excited about supporting us too. So I'm already feeling very well fed by the support in the community around us that has shown up, but then also the response from all of these wonderful activators in the food system that are going to be there. So I really hope people show up and take the time to get to know them, to hang out in the marketplace, to learn more about the depth of the story and get connected to the source of where food comes from in our food system, because as a nutritionist, that's what I could tell everyone that we need more of, is to just get connected to that source.
Well, the first native grown and gathered food expo is taking place on October 2nd to 3rd at Bell Harbor in Seattle. Thanks for that, Holly.